task to find the usurper King Zant. Where could he be? Oh! Oh, well that search didn't take very long. Not good. And the Nairu is going to help us defeat Zant. Which is good, because Link's just sorting... Okay, looks like our heroes are absolutely awful at fighting Zant. That's not good. Well, so much for Link. Now it's going to be Midna's turn. Can Midna defeat Zant with the power of the fused shadows? Oh, this isn't looking good either. Yeah, instead of defeating Zant, she got defeated by Zant. Oh well. This is the part of the game that makes absolutely no sense because we haven't gotten the backstory to Midna or Zant. Like, old magic. What old magic is he talking about? How is he throwing her around without doing anything? And since Midna's an alien, what planet is she from? Is she from Uranus? She might be from Jupiter. Oh, wow. Ooh, man, Link is gonna have a headache when he wakes up. Poor fellow. Okay, that's gross and disgusting, and I think he's trying to hit on her. That is just wrong on so many levels. Midna got killed by the light spirits? I don't know what's going on or what's up with this guy, Zant. So what has Zant been doing for the past 6 hours? We haven't seen him for a while. Has he been, like, sitting on his throne playing checkers or something? Was he at the top room of the tower playing his organ, waiting for Link to show up? I don't know what Zant's been doing, what his evil plan is. Again, stuff that needs explaining. Anyway, the whole point of the cutscene is that Link has something weird in his forehead, and that has him trapped in wolf form. Yep, he's a wolf because of that weird thing on his forehead. But at least he's doing better than Midna, who is basically dying. Link, hero chosen by the goddesses. Go to the princess locked away in the castle. That princess holds the key that can unlock you from your shadow form. Okay, thank you, Lanairu. And now we are going to run to the castle. We're going to meet Princess Zelda. I wonder what she's been doing for the past 6 hours. Apparently she's trapped inside the castle by Zant or something. It'd be nice if we could simply warp to the castle using Midna's warp powers, but we can't do that right now because she's too busy dying. try to talk to Midna, you just get that conversation. You won't be able to use the warp feature. So, off to the castle we go. The closest entrance to the castle is over here, so that's the one I'm going to. Run, run, Link! Run like the wolf creature you are! Oh, and it's raining right now. Yeah, it's bad and sad and raining. Fortunately, the weather in Hyrule fits to suit the mood of what's going on with Link and Midna. So, since it's cold and rainy, nobody's outside. And that's convenient, because if people saw a giant wolf creature running around, they might be upset. I mean, might be. Maybe some of them would be happy about having a giant wolf running around. I don't know. You know, Hylians can be weird sometimes. I don't judge. So let's get help from Telma. What the? Where are you? Oh! Oh! Telma! But you're our friend! Is that the cat from earlier? Oh, and the cat knows us. Good. I find it interesting that none of the humans can recognize Wolf Link, but all of the animals can recognize him. I guess animals are smarter than people in the Zelda universe. In fact, that's going to split the Zelda timeline up into another 6 timelines, one for each type of animal that takes over the world. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen here. So Louise tells us we need to use the waterway in order to reach Princess Zelda. I guess that's the only sneaky way to get inside the castle. So you want to push this box all the way over here. And you want to climb these boxes and go inside the bar. As you can see, we have ropes, and there's the exit on the far side. What you want to do is go across the ropes. I'm going to be extra careful here because I'm scared I'll fall off one of those ropes. You can also listen in on people who are below you. Like, that's a Goron. The Goron's angry that it was forced to bring Telma all the way back by itself. Telma doesn't like monsters. Our soldiers. And I believe if you knock one of these pots off of the platform, Link will get discovered and they'll kick him out. So try not to knock over those pots. Whoa! These people are gossiping about Link. My. We're gonna meet those people later. Yeah, we're gonna meet them later. Obviously, we're gonna talk to them. I mean, they're talking about us. We need to at least confront them and tell them, hey, gossiping isn't cool. So the old waterway leads to this guy's house. And this is a Poe. So in order to kill the Poe, what you need to do is attack it twice, and then attack its corpse. I appear to have made a mistake. I apparently knocked the Poe outside of the house, and that's not good, so I'll try to kill it later. This guy is Giovanni. He wants us to destroy the ghost. There it is. Now it's back. Okay, so you attack it twice, and then perform a finishing move on it. That way Link rips out the soul. He rips out the Poe's soul forcibly, which is really kind of crazy and disgusting. And this guy wants to call us doggy. I am Giovanni's doggy. Giovanni has been cursed by the Poes, so we need to defeat all 20 Poes in order to save him. And when we save him, we get rewards. I think he has an unlimited supply of money that he will give to you, so if you want an unlimited supply of money, destroy all the Poes and then just keep coming back to this guy. So, he opened up the pathway to the real waterway, which is over here. Are those rats? Those are rats! Why are there rats inside the waterway? Do the people of Hyrule know that their water is rat-infested? Because that's gross. And I recognize this. That was one of the first things I did as Wolf Link. I jumped and pulled down one of those switches. Alright, so over here we have a room. So you want to pick up a stick, catch it on fire, and use that to destroy the spider web. I'm gonna light this thing on fire. That way if my stick fire goes out, I won't have to run all the way back to the first room to get it relit. And what you want to do is climb up on the platform here. Climb up there. Stupid bats messing up my platform climbing. Now I have to go back. You can fight those spiders if you want, but I don't want to fight those spiders. Those spiders are kind of a real pain to fight. Mainly because you have to attack them from the correct angle, as we saw in the Forest Temple. Okay, so what you want to do is you take your fire and you climb up these platforms here to burn that web. And now you go over here. You can either fight the enemies or just skip them by digging into the ground. This area should look very familiar to you. This is basically the area we were in after becoming Wolf Link for the first time. Specifically, this is the tower where we learned how to do Midna jumps. We can't do Midna jumps now because Midna's dying. So instead, we're going to do some tightrope walking. Some of the jumps Link can jump across by himself, like this one here. But others, he just cannot jump. So what you want to do is run up as far as you can, and if you can't run up anymore, go on a tightrope. That's basically how we get through this section. Very convenient that somebody put a bunch of tightropes in this section. It's very convenient for Wolf Link. Whoever did that, thank you. Thank you, you helped me out a lot. On the tightrope, see the wolf on the flying trapeze, the wolf at the circus with greatest of ease. Everyone loves the wolf. And conveniently, somebody opened the door, so now we can just walk through the door. Nice. Previously when we were in this area, there were a bunch of soldiers, around. Now there are a bunch of monsters, so I'm guessing the evil King Zant took over the entire castle. Maybe that's what Zant was doing for the past 6 hours? Either that or he was binge watching soap operas. I don't know. Anyway, this is going to be the exact same thing we did previously, with one minor difference. Previously we did a Midna jump to the left. Here, we go across a bridge. And the bridge is being held up by the wind, so you can't stand on the bridge forever. You need to run across that bridge quickly. Now here, we just run across the rooftops. Sneak back inside to meet with Princess Zelda. Considering that I'm best friends with Princess Zelda, you'd think she would give me a pass to let me get through the guards. That would save me some time. And where is Zelda? I don't see her anywhere. Oh, it's too late. Midna's dead. Oh dear. Wait, Zelda? Zelda! Long time no see! I find this scene interesting because Midna is asking how to fix the curse on Link. She's not asking how to fix the curse on herself, so for the first time, Midna's being very selfless. Yes, and there's an evil power in Link in his forehead. Maybe if we just shaved his forehead, that would help? No, here we go. Okay, so we need the Sacred Grove in Farron territory where we can get the Master Sword. And Zelda also has special goddess powers. All right. The Mirror of Twilight? What's that? Could you explain what the Mirror of Twilight is? Oh no, the game is busy doing things without explaining again. Oh well. So Princess Zelda does something to Midna. She makes her sparkly? Sparkly and floaty. No, Link, stop her! I don't want to be sparkly and floaty! Too bad, Midna. You will sparkle like the stars. And Princess Zelda fades into nothingness. So again, I'm not quite sure what's going on because it's not explained, but I think Princess Zelda just died in order to save Midna. I don't know, maybe that's Zelda's magic power from the goddesses. She can sacrifice herself to save somebody from the dead. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I've been complaining too much about how things in this game aren't explained, but that's one of my main problems with this storyline. It feels like they have a storyline designed for a Nintendo 64 game, and they're putting it in a game which is basically a Wii game. It's kind of bare bones. I was expecting a much larger, bigger storyline. That is a giant shield thingy which will prevent us from going back inside the castle. Again, it's not explained at this point what that giant shield thingy is, but eventually we will destroy the shield, get back to the castle, and save Zelda, who is not dead, even though we just saw her die. Awesome! Of course, that's all going to happen much, much later. What we want to do now is warp to the Farron Woods. Let's see if we can find the Sacred Grove with the Master Sword. Okay, I don't see anything sacred so far, just the... Whoa! Is that monkey? Oh, it's a girl monkey who loves Link! Oh no! That's not good. Evil marionettes! Okay, so, I tried to defeat them by holding down the B button and the dark energy field. It doesn't seem to be working. There. Good, okay. So kill all the marionettes and save Monkey. Hidden secret area over there, huh? Well, thank you, Monkey. So, that's our destination. We want to reach that area. Just do some Midna jumps. 1, 2, 3. Jumping, whoop-de-doo. I'm just surprised that Wolf Link can jump so far. Like, is he a magic wolf? Well, obviously he's a magic wolf, but that doesn't... Hey, I'm in the middle of talking here, bats. Out of my way. Okay, well, what you want to do is drop down to the bridge over here. Okay, that's not good. Let me try that again. Sorry about dying there. It really looks like you could drop down to the bridge. So, go across the bridges, then wait awkwardly. Then, when the bridge turns, do more tightrope walking. Boy. Link is a wolf of many talents. So here is another howling stone. The song is the Prelude of Light from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And it sounds nothing like that. Let me try again. Okay, there we go. So now we're back in the weird wolf world. Now the wolf is extremely close to the castle. I wonder why. Howling good fun, and now the wolf is going to teach us the Helm Splitter, which we'll do later. You learn it outside of Hyrule, South Hyrule Town. Yep, right there. Okay, so now on to the challenge, which is extremely difficult and tough and unpopular. This is the Lost Woods. I don't know, is that what you call this area? The Sacred Grove. It's the Sacred Grove. And it's not so bad here at the outset. What you want to do is go to this stone here, and you want to play Zelda's Lullaby. Looks like this. Zelda's Lullaby, also from Ocarina of Time. I can see why so many people believe this game is a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time. It takes place 100 years after Ocarina of Time, which is also when Wind Waker takes place, and so this game is secretly Wind Waker. I don't know, I never understood the Zelda timeline theory. They say that Wind Waker took place when Link was unable to save the world in Majora's Mask, but I played Majora's Mask. Link saved the world. In fact, he saved 2 worlds. He saved Hyrule and, whatever that other world was, Termina. So, I mean, I don't think Link was a horrible failure. And, well, speaking of Majora's Mask, this enemy we're fighting now, that enemy looks like the Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. Notice that has a moon-shaped face. What you want to do is find this enemy and then attack it. Very simple here at the start. Now, things get difficult, because he runs off. And so this turns into a game of hide and go seek. You want to run all around the area. Meanwhile, enemies are going to be constantly attacking you. And it's really difficult to figure out where you're supposed to go, because lots of these rooms look alike. And sometimes the doors are there, sometimes they're not. It just took me 20 minutes to actually solve this challenge, so let me skip ahead to when I next find the Skull Kid. I believe the Skull Kid appears in the same place every single time, so if you have his location memorized, you can get through this challenge quickly. And it's not helpful to see the scene of Skull Kid running away, because he runs through a doorway, and that's not the doorway where he's going through. So let me chase after him here. See, he ran through that doorway, yes, but then he ran through several other doorways, so it's not really helpful to see which general direction he went in. Alright, so this is where the Skull Kid will be. He is on top of this giant set of stairs through this door, which opened just now. If you visit that door earlier, it's completely closed. Okay, so there I defeat the evil Skull Kid. At the same time, I fall off the platform, so that's very nice. I sort of sideswiped him. And now I'm down here, right where the Skull Kid is. And this time, seeing which door he goes through is helpful, because you just immediately walk down here to face him. So, boss fight time. I guess you would call it a mini-boss, because this technically isn't taking place inside a dungeon. Anyway, he attacks you with marionettes, which he's done, constantly throughout this area. But you'll notice whenever he wants to get more marionettes, he will blow on his trumpet, like this. So what you want to do is attack him while he blows on his trumpet. If you get onto the platform or just get close to him, while he's not blowing his trumpet, he's just going to get up and disappear. Now note that you do have to kill some of the marionettes before he can blow on his trumpet to make more marionettes appear. Good hit there. There are only 3 rounds of this challenge. This is round number 3 right here. The most difficult round, because it's got the most marionettes. Fortunately, the marionettes drop hearts, because if they did not drop hearts, I would probably be dead by now. So what I did there was I got him off that platform, that really, really tall platform. It's easier if he shows up on one of these small platforms. That way there's no target to him, rather than having to climb up onto the platform. Midna's trying to talk here, but she's going to recommend the hold down the B button. There's Skull Kid. There we go. As you can see, in the final round, he tends to appear on platforms which are farther away from you, making it more difficult, gives you less time to reach him. And then he just goes away. Goes away, just like that heart. So what was Skull Kid doing there? Is that the Skull Kid from Majora's Mask? What's going on? I don't know, it's not explained, and I said I would stop complaining about unexplained things. No, I mean, this is a great game. I love it. I just don't love this particular section of the game. And in part, I don't like this section of the game because of this puzzle right over here. Not the puzzle of doing Zelda's Lullaby. That was an easy puzzle. The puzzle of the jumping statues. This is kind of an unexpected puzzle, actually. It's very different from running around and fighting enemies. We are the guardians of the land! Guide us to where we once stood! Only then will you enter the sacred grove. Basically, this puzzle is the perfect way to prevent people from getting inside the sacred grove, because it's pretty much impossible to figure out. So what you want to do is get the statues in different corners. You'll notice that the statues always face in different directions, based on which direction Link is facing, so you want them to jump around. So after getting them into corners there, next you're going to try to get them into corners again. And from here, it's very simple. Just go right and up. And you will never have to solve that puzzle again, I believe. So, you know, it might be a bit unfair and difficult and impossible to figure out, but you only have to do it the once, so it's not too bad in the overall scheme of things. Go now to the sacred place, beast! We yield passage to the sacred grove. Maybe next time they could try just a door of time or something like that. Anyway, Master Sword right over here. The sacred blade, which no evil can touch. Come on, Link, you can do it. Come on, Link. And there we go. That's the evil thing which was stuck in Link's forehead. Now Link is going to be all cool and pull out the sword and just do poses. The sword has accepted Link as its master. Link doesn't care, he's still busy doing poses because he's Link. Oh yeah, oh yeah! So that's the evil magic that Zant cast on Link. Different from her tribe's shadow magic. Don't know what she's talking about there. But I do know that this thing is instant beast transformation.
What do you want, Gun?
So now we can turn into a beast whenever we want. If you want to switch between normal Link and Wolf Link, just call Midna. And because Wolf Link can warp around, that means Link will be able to warp anytime he wants to. But first, Midna's going to get cozy with him and ask him a special favor. Please find the Mirror of Twilight for me, Link. Please, it's the only way I can defeat evil Zant. And I would explain more, but I'm not going to. Bye! Thank you, Midna. Thank you.